You guys have done some serious work with graphs. You've looked at position graphs, you've looked at velocity graphs, we've even looked at acceleration graphs. We've gone pretty hardcore on math lately. I want to take another look at this graphing. Let's see if we can't put your skills to the test. Michael Jordan was famous for his free throw line dunk. He used to take off from the free throw line in order to dunk it in. How long do you think he was in the air? Hang time is a really big thing for basketball players. Today we're going to focus on your hang time. If you're in class with me, we're going to actually be taking some data, but if you're at home, you're going to get to see me jump. So in this experiment, I put the motion detector on the ceiling. I'm going to make a jump underneath it so we can analyze these graphs. I'm also going to place something flat on my head so that it has something nice to bounce off of and not my, shoulders and head. So here we go. All right, that's a good looking graph. So now that you have some data, we're going to actually try to analyze that data. You're going to need to open this data in Logger Pro. If you're at home, you can take my data from my jump and open it in Logger Pro. There you can take those graphs, the graphs of position and velocity, those are the ones we're going to focus on, and you're going to take a screenshot of them or just straight copy them into Google Docs. Copy it into a drawing so that you can color on it. Then you're going to start to color the different parts of the graph. The first part of the graph you're going to color is where I'm standing still, or you're standing still. Color that part red. The next step in jumping is when I bent my knees. As I bend my knees, color that part orange. Note that things are kind of upside down because the Sonic Ranger's on the ceiling. So I bent my knees, I'm orange. As I straighten my knees, we're going to color that yellow. Mark there where you left the ground with some text so I know where you think you left the ground. You're going to continue to follow through all the different parts of the jump with different colors. Do this with the position versus time graph. That one's fairly easy. Then see if you can do it again with the velocity versus time graph. That one's a little bit more difficult. You got to really think about your velocity, the direction that you're moving, and the speeds that you're moving. Good luck with that, and then we'll come back and talk about some of the analysis we can do with the graph. Logger Pro has lots of different tools that we can use to analyze pieces on this graph. The little X tool, the one where you can choose points, is a great tool to use if you're looking to see how long you were in the air. You simply take where you left the ground, what time you left the ground, and figure out what time you hit the ground. Subtract those two and you'll figure out how long you were actually in the air. Go ahead and select that part of the graph and make a copy with that part selected so that I know how you did it. Copy that into your lab report when you tell me the number. The height is the same way. Pick 2 points on the y-axis to figure out how long you were in the air. In terms of the acceleration going up and deceleration going up and acceleration going down, you're going to need to do a linear fit. So select the part of the graph, the velocity graph, that you're moving upwards in your jump. We know that the slope of velocity versus time gives us acceleration. So if you select the correct part of the graph and analyze a linear fit, it'll put a line on there and it'll tell you the slope. Do that for as you go up and as you fall down. Finally, there's just a couple of questions that ask about those numbers. Finish up this lab, turn it in, and I'm going to need to give you some feedback on this because there's a pretty good chance you're not going to do it correctly the very first time. So turn it in to me. I'll take a look at it, and if it's great, awesome. If you need some more work, I'll send it back to you.